Yeah, Jeffrey Guterman. I am
Thank
just finishing
you,
up here,
Jeffrey. Thank you, Franklin.
uh,
Thank you,
watching
Kenny.
Steve Aquilong's
Thank you,
game.
everybody.
It was, well, I don't want to spoil it in case you
I'll
will
get you
want
the
to
totals here in a second. Klein
go
led
watch
100,
it. And my game
struck out 4 in 2
is
innings.
scheduled to start at the top of this hour.
Pause it right there. Not with
The Senators victorious 2-1 in 10. They had 2 runs, 8 hits, no errors. Athletics had 1 run and 7 hits, no errors. Tight game, man. That could have gone
Spoke to my
either
son.
way.
And
God, I love this 60s baseball.
he's doing well, so I'm very happy. It's not easy for me. Parenting is, I'm a worrier and I'm absolutely an insane parent. But anyway, now I feel good, at least for the rest of this night. And I want to thank you all for joining us. It's going to be the New York Yankees at the Baltimore Orioles. This is the first game of September 19. It's a relatively meaningless game, as the Orioles have clinched. But we're going to play it. It's going to be Mike Kekich, the left-hander for the Yankees. He's won 1 game. And Jim Palmer with 16 wins. He won 16 in real world. He missed a bunch of time after the All-Star break due to an injury or around the middle of the year. And otherwise he probably would have won 20. But he'll go for his 17th here. I'm gonna go ahead and read the opening lineups while I take some of my medicine here. Or maybe I'll wait. But I want to thank you all for being here. I'm going to have a nice leisurely ball game. I like to take it nice and leisurely. I have some Swedish meatballs in the oven. They should be ready about the bottom of this hour. For the Yankees, that this game is in this game is in Baltimore. Full disclosure, I follow exact lineups. Kenny started at shortstop, but Michael came in this game in real world. Let me pull up the real world box score here. And again, this is our first game of September 19. We just wrapped up the 18th this morning. Michael pinch hit for Kenny and then stayed in the game. So that's good enough for me. So Kenny batted second in this game in real world, and Bomer played third base and batted seventh. I took Bomer out. I put Michael in, and I got Kenny at third. It's going to be Horace Clark leading it off at second base, Michael at short, White in left, Mercer in center, Frank Tepazino in right, Dave McDonald, non-carded, at first base. Kenny at third. Jake Gibbs doing the catching today. And Mike Kekich, the pitcher. He is a left-hander. For the Orioles, they have almost everybody back. They got their outfield back together. The only regular that is not in is Big Boog Powell. And I see that he comes back for the... Actually, he's not back on the 20th either. But he's back on the 21st. The lineup is as follows. It'll be Buford leading off in left as usual, and Blair in center, Frank Robinson in right, Brooks Robinson in the cleanup spot, Davey Johnson at second, Etchebarren, who platoons with Elrod Hendricks. He'll be catching Etchebarren. Chico Salmon playing first. Belanger at short, and Jim Palmer is the starter, and he is 116. And the Orioles take the field. And we're ready to play some baseball here. Leading it off for the Yankees is Horace Clarke, switch hitter. In fact, they're back to having 3 switch hitters to start it off, and then they have 2 left-handers. McDonald, I think, is a left-hander. Look at this, Kenny a left-hander and Gibbs. All of their non-pitchers are left-handers, and Kekich, a left-handed pitcher, bats right-handed. How do you like that? Here's Horace to lead it off. Palmer on the mound. The wind-up and the pitch to Horace. That's going to be a 1-3 right-handed. Flies it to right. Under it is Frank Robinson. He makes the catch, 1 away, and we are underway here in Baltimore. And now here's Gene Michael back after out for several games, about 4 or 5 games. Switch hitter batting left. Ralph Houck stocking his lineup with left-handed hitters. Here's Palmer now. Pitch to Michael, 6'6", left-handed, fly ball center for Blair, and it's 2 away. And here's Roy White. That's 6'9". Switch hitter batting left. And it's a liner to first, caught by Chico Salmon. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. That was well hit by White, but Chico got it. 6'9", left-handed. 1-2-3 for Palmer in the first. And after a half, it's New York Yankees nothing, Baltimore Orioles coming up. The tickets are printed. All 5 games I hear are sold out, except for some standing room admission. I went to a standing room playoff game against in the year 2020. I took a trip to I forgot who they played, if it was Minnesota or whoever they played in I think it was the divisional playoffs, and I thought that was pretty cool. It was very exciting. It was my first time in New Yankee. Here's Mike Kekich now. And leading it off for the Birds will be Don Buford. Okay, Kekich is ready. He's into his windup, and the pitch to Buford. That's going to be a 3-6 left-handed. There's a base hit by Buford. A leadoff single. These Orioles, Yanks have lost 5 in a row. Orioles have won 105 games. They've lost 46. They have let's see, 151. I guess they have 11 games left, after including this one, 46-51. Yeah, they have 11 games. They should get to 110 if they play 500 ball. They got 11 games. They're gonna really have a lot of wins. Buford is on. He's being held. Now he's out trying to get a lead 9, 10, and 12. That's a risky situation. And anyway, we have Kekich. Oh, I forgot to put in my battery quotients. He's a +2, -2. He's a 0. And Palmer is a 0, -1. And now this is a situation here where playing solitaire is not easy. You're going to go with a lead 1 to 15, unchanged, and then 1 to 13 if being held, and that's borderline. So we roll a single die. It's a house rule. 1, 2, and 3's held. 4, 5, and 6 he's not. So he's not being held. He's a 1 to 13. And I don't want to penalize the defensive team every time something that close happens. I usually do that on 1 to 13 or 1 to 14. Here's Blair now. Orioles just trying to stay in the rhythm. They did lose 5 in a row this month. They've been playing about, I don't know, I'd have to go check, but they're just been about a 500 team. If any slump, it was early September, but they're trying to get right back in the groove here and get ready to play Minnesota in the championship in about less than 2 weeks or 2 weeks replay time. Here's the pitch to Blair. Yeah, it's going to be 2-6 left-handed. There's a base hit for Blair. Buford rounds second, goes to third. Orioles back-to-back singles to open it up off Kekich here. It was 2-6 left-handed, non-clutch. Now Blair is a 1 to 17 unchanged. 1 to 15 with the hold. He's worth trying. This is scrimmage for them. They have won the division, but 2 to 5 he's got the lead, and he has the lead, and he's being held. So he's a 1 to 17, 1 to 15. And he's not going to go, but he's being held. Here's Frank Robinson, first and third. Nobody out. The infield is back. Yankees already will concede a run for 2 outs. Okay, Kekich from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Robinson. That's going to be 3-6 left-hander. There's a base hit. Buford scores. Blair goes to third. 3 straight singles to open up this ball game. So it almost seems like they're making it look easy here. First and third, he's not held. Here's Brooks Robinson. Same situation. Infield back. They'll give up another run. And that's low for a ball to Brooks. This is the first of a 2-game series. And that's swinging strike. 1 ball, 1 strike on Brooks Robinson. Only 1 ball on him. Here's Kekich now. The pitch to Brooks. 6-12 right-handed. Chops it to first X. That's going to be for McDonald, who is a 430. Pepitone is ailing. We trust he pinch hit this game. I almost started him, but I didn't want to overdo it. McDonald 430. That's going to be 17-4. He gets it on a G1. Could be 2. And a run scored. 3-5-7. He is an E30. E30, wow. And he's going to get him on a G1 there on a 3-5-7 E30. And that is going to be a double play. And the run will score. So it was tough to figure this, but it's a first base stepped on the bag, through to second, and Blair scores, and now it is no run batted in. It is 2-0 ball game. And 2 outs, nobody on. That's the good news for Mike Kekich and the Yankees, I suppose. Here's Davey Johnson now. And the pitch from Kekich. That's 1-9, left-handed, struck him out. And the side is retired. 2 runs, though, for the Orioles here. We're on 3 straight singles. After 1, none left. After 1, 2-0 Orioles, and we are at Memorial. And I hope all is well with all of you. I have Swedish meatballs baking. They should be ready bottom of the hour. Okay, here comes Palmer out for his second inning. Retired the Yanks in order in the first. And another left-hander coming up, Bobby Mercer. Palmer gets the sign. Here's the pitch. That's going to be 5-4 left-handed, catcher X. Etchebarren 3-3. 3-3-13-3. That's going to be a PF. That's going to be a pop-up in foul territory. 5-9-11. He should get this. He's a 3. And he does. Mercer fouls out to Etchebarren, and here's Tepedino, another left-handed hitter. The first 8, they were a machine, Steve. And, you know, Powell is out today. Okay. Ordinarily, Powell would bat 4th. Then you might have Brooks and Johnson. You know, Weaver platooned with Etchebarren and Hendricks. That's about all the platooning he did. Belanger had, 287. Great. This is the best team in baseball. But we don't know how the playoffs will end. Here's Tepedino now. Again, Ralph Houck has loaded his lineup with 8 left-handed hitters. And Kekich, ironically, if you will, who is a left-handed pitcher, bats right-handed. Anyway, here's Palmer now. Pitch to Tepedino, 3-6. There's a base hit to left. Buford throws it in. And there's your first hit base runner for the Yankees today. Now here's Dave McDonald, a call-up from the minors. And he is a left-handed hitter, thanks to the card app. It's a pretty, I did see one card that did not look like it corresponded to the stats for a player. So that concerned me. I forgot who it was. Just a nobody, not well known. Here's the pitch to McDonald now. That's going to be 2-6 right-handed, and he single to left for McDonald, and it's clean. No asteroids. A 2-6 non-clutch single by McDonald. Tepedino goes to second. Let's see if he'll stretch this now. No, he will not. He'll hold tight 1-11. It's first and second with one out. The Yankees have a little something going here. Now Jerry Kenny is the batter. A left-handed hitter. And so is Gibbs. Here's Palmer. And the pitch, 1-6 right-handed, and it's a base hit by Kenny. Tepedino goes to third. He has to hold, though. And look at that. The Yanks have gotten 3 straight singles. The Orioles did that in the first. And they scored 2. One was on a double play ball. And now, that was with no outs right off the bat. Now, Mercer, after popping out 3 straight singles, they have not scored. Its bases full, and it's going to be Jake Gibbs, a left-handed hitter. Infield is back. They'll with one out, of course. Here's Palmer. The pitch to Gibbs. That's going to be a 2-7 right-handed fly ball center. This may be deep enough for Tepedino. Oh my, he's a 1-10. Oh, well, that's a better percentage than Kekich has. Look at that. Please look at it. Work with me now. 2-7 right-handed fly ball center. That's the Blair -1. Tepedino to come home. -1-11, -1, 1-10. He is coming and he is racing. Here's the slide, the throw from Blair. And he is safe. Oh, what a pretty slide. Oh, never thought I'd see Tepedino. I just got a frickin' WhatsApp call. Oh shit, I hate that shit. That frickin' spam. If you can hold on for a moment to interrupt my frickin' game here. You know, that's when technology really pisses me off. Eventually you gotta get to a point where you realize that, well, if it's important, they'll get through to you. Okay? They will frickin' get through. Especially while I'm playing a ball game. But big fly ball and big sacrifice for Gibbs, and to bring home Tepedino. It's now a 2-1 ball game, and here's Kekich now, the only right-handed batter in the lineup. 2 outs now. Kenny on first, McDonald on second. The pitch from Palmer. That is 2-10. He walked him, and many of you know that. On the one card, the only non-out is a walk, 2-10, on the one pitcher's card. We know that. And we also, I believe, and you think of for yourself, I love Strat-O-Matic. I value the game company. I think they do a great job. But they need to make these two-sided. So you would have, a set would come with, I guess, 8, I don't know, maybe 32, of them. See, this would be the pitcher's 1 card for basic, and then you would turn it over, and it would have generic, well, it would have lefty righty. It would have to be generic. I mean, you can't do, I guess they're unwilling to do the time to figure the pitchers, okay? Hey Rick, how are you? You watching the Braves and Astros on TV, Real World, I assume that is. Looking ahead, looking, you're watching the Jays on MLB, whoa. Yankees, Jays. Let me see, I have here, I have MLB. I do not subscribe to any of it. I used to, you know how it can go. Mets beat the Pirates 9-1 today at Citi Field. The Dodgers lost 2-0. Yankees beat Toronto 6-4. They lost to the Cards, the Nationals. Wow. This guy has had 5 straight games with 3 home runs in each game. Cedric Mullins? What the hell is going on? Excuse me, folks. That is... They say he's near the record. Did anyone else did that? Historic streak thanks to Cedric Mullins' walk-off home run. Boy, I think I've heard his name. He's a super hitter, This is the future, folks. This is the frickin' future, When we were younger, we thought this was baseball. Well, these people are the... So Kekich walks, bases full, 2 outs. Here's Clark now, clutch situation. Holy cow. Okay, here's Palmer now, trying to get out of this. Full wind-up, and the pitch to Harsh. That's going to be a 1-10, and he popped him up. First base, and Chico makes the catch. The side is retired, but the Yankees do get 1 run. I'd say it's a very important run. And the O's have hit 3 home runs in 5 straight games, not one, just Mullins. Okay, because that's insanity. That doesn't seem so crazy. Okay, and I think, what's the record? 6. Bill Ivamy is here, and we're heading to the bottom of the 2nd, and it's going to be Kekich coming out. Now, he allowed 2 runs in the first. He allowed 3 singles right off the bat, and that's going to... Robinson's single brought home Buford, and then Blair came home on the double play ground ball hit by Brooks. Here's Echebarren now. Kekich on the mound. Yeah, I thought that was pretty wild, that one guy doing that. No. You see, that's the cannabis. 2-3 left-handed, grounds it to third. And Kenny fields it and throws it over. Now, Kenny was a 4 when he was playing shortstop for Gene Michael. Michael is now back. Whoops, that should be a 3. Oh, yeah, your O's looking again. Here's Cedric. Isn't that exciting, though? Isn't that freaking exciting? I don't know if that was today or yesterday, and the O's, let's just take a look here. At the standings. Oh, look at them. Oh, shit, look at the Orioles. 12-6, great start. Half game behind the Yanks, early. And it's just like a streak that they've won. That they're doing great. Uh, Atlanta's doing great again. Mets are coming back. They're 10-8 now. Weren't they something like 1-9 or something? Or was that the Marlins, who are now 4-15? Dodgers 12-9, and they can not. The Dodgers cannot possibly meet expectations. That's my take. Anyway, I forgot to look at the Orioles where they are. They are. Oh yeah, they're a half game behind the Yanks. They're right in there, holding their own. And sounds like it's some real exciting shit going on for this Orioles team. Cedric Mullins with a walk-off home run. And that's real world, folks. Back to fantasy, which to me is just as exciting. It's going to be Chico coming up with one out. Here's Chico now. Pal under the weather. He'll be back on the 21st. Oh, Rick, we'll see. I see you're writing that. Tough beating the Orioles in a short series, Minnesota. And, Minnesota, they have identical basically same records. I think one team is ahead one game in the loss column, but they have essentially identical records. But, of course, I agree the Orioles are the best team. No doubt about it. And I say that because they have everything, except a great catcher. I mean, the catchers are okay, but they have the hitting, they have power, they have speed, they have fielding, they have starting pitching, and they have relief pitching. I mean, this 69 team, they have like three great relievers. Here's Chico now. Kekich and the pitch. That's going to be 3-5 left-handed. Struck him out. And that's the second for Mike. 2 down, and here's Belanger. Pitch from Kekich for 8. And that's going to be a liner to third. Oh, caught by Kenny. Oh, what a nice catch. It looks like he's comfortable being back there at third after having covered it short for Michael for several games. It was a 4-8 right-handed single 1 to 16. And Kenny dove for it and made the catch on a 17. And the side is retired. So we're heading to the third, and Yankees holding their own in a relatively meaningless ball game here at the end of the season. And here's Palmer now. Gene Michael flew to center in the first. He's back after, like I was saying, out for several games. Here's Palmer now. Pitch to Michael. That is 5-5. Switch hitter batting left, struck him out. Now Roy White. All left-handers again. I'm sorry to keep repeating it, but for people joining us, Ralph Houck has loaded the lineup. The first 8 batters are all left-handed hitters or switch hitters facing a right-hander. White at the plate. That's outside for a ball. 2 White. Okay, White steps back in to the box. Palmer is set. And that is low and inside for a ball. 2-1 on White here. With 1 out, nobody on. We've lost a lot of ball players the last week, less than a week. I think 5 of them, believe it or not. Herzog, Holtzman, Peterson, Fritz Peterson, Larry Brown. I think there might have been a 5th. Herzog, Kenny Holtzman, Larry Brown, Fritz Peterson, and Erskine. Karl Erskine, the last boy of summer. The last living boy of summer, and may all of their memories be a blessing. And I trust that they are in baseball heaven. Okay, here's White. He's a full count now. That's right, Bill. Here's he, 97 years old. Here's the pitch from Palmer to White. That's 4-9, switch hitter batting left, and that's a drive hit out into the gap. It's dropping, and White is rounding and strolling into second with a stand-up double. Right in the gap there. And he was hustling. He hit that off Palmer on a 4-9 left-handed. And here comes Mercer now. My father died in 2013. He was in his 80s. And he was a Brooklyn Dodgers fan. He used to go to games. And he used to tell me about it. And he went to games in the 40s when he was a kid. Okay, here's Mercer now. It's White on second, 1 out. Just bear with me. That was my Swedish meatballs calling. And we're gonna just let them sit for a few minutes, and then I will very innocently ingest them. Okay, let that sit right there. Here's Palmer now. Pitch to Mercer. 5-5 left-handed, struck him out. That's the second this inning. Second for Palmer. And it's going to be Tepedino in a clutch situation. A beautiful, relatively meaningless ball game in September. Now later September, almost late September. with the Orioles. Yankees 10 games under 500, a real disappointment. I think they were 2 over in real world. They had a really rotten start. And then they came back and they've sort of just floundered here. Clutch situation, and the pitch from Palmer. That's 1-7 right-handed, fly ball center. This should end the inning. Blair is under it. He makes the catch, and the side is retired. No runs, the double by White. We're in the middle of the third here in Baltimore. It's 2-1 Orioles. I'm Jeffrey Guterman. This is the Strat-O-Matic Network. And I'll be back in just about 2 or 3 minutes. And we'll continue this ball game. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You know, every once in a while I'll think to myself something like, is it a good idea for me to play this much Strat-O-Matic and to broadcast all of it on YouTube? And sometimes, like right now, I'm thinking, if I enjoy it, yes, it's okay. Okay. And I am in Studio B here. Yes, I am. And here comes Kekich. He'll face Palmer, then back to the top of the order. This is the full Orioles team minus Boog Powell, out with a groin injury. He'll probably miss tomorrow also, but we expect him back on the 21st. Here's Palmer, right-handed hitter. Kekich into his windup. That's going to be 6-6, right-handed, flies to right, and Tepedino is under that, 1 away. Now, top of the order, Buford. Singleton scored in the first, Buford. High for a ball. It's a beautiful autumn evening here at Memorial Stadium in Baltimore. The tickets, like I said, playoff tickets for Game 1, I think it's October 3. Or September 19. They're sold out in both cities, all 5 games. Of course, I guess you get a refund if there is no 4th or 5th game, of which there was not in real world. I doubt that's going to happen here. Okay, Buford facing Kekich. That's going to be 2-5 left-handed. Walked him. So Buford is on. And again, he is a 1 to 15, 1 to 13 with a lead. 1 to 13, it's borderline again. And that 9, 10, and 12, he's out trying to get a lead. And again, because of the borderline, we go with house rule that he is not being held. And I don't think I'm going to go either. I don't even think I'm going to go for a lead with that shit there. Not this time. Here's Paul Blair now. Blair singled and scored in the first. From the stretch, Kekich. 5'10", right-handed, grounds to short, could be 2. Here's Michael now. Michael, a 327. Uh-oh, 2-3, S2 single. That goes through. It's going to be an S2, I believe. 2-3, yes it is. And he's an E27. Let's see if he at least, and there's too many of these. If it's an infield single or it went through, fine. But who made the frickin' error? How are there so many throwing errors? And how are they base hits? It's just a Strat-O-Matic thing. And that's going to be a 6-10-15 E27. So it'll be an S2. Buford will go to third. And then here's Frank Robinson, infield back. As a strike call to Robinson. Like I said, it's a pleasantly cool autumn evening here. Swinging strike. 0-2 on Robinson. Kekich got ahead of him. And that's low for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Robinson here. With 1 out, first and third. Birds lead it 2-1. We're in the bottom of the third. Okay, Kekich is ready from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Robinson. 3-9 left-handed, walked him. Whoa, he walked Robinson. That's going to load him up for Brooks. Only 1 out here. Infield back. Kekich got Brooks to ground into a double and a run scored. Here's the pitch. This is with 1 out. That was with no outs. And that was in a bases loaded situation. Here's the pitch. That's going to be 6-7. Right-handed, struck him out. Oh, he reared back for that. And he got Brooks swinging. It was 6-7 right-handed. 2 outs will bring up Davy Johnson in a clutch situation here. Davy struck out by Kekich. That's actually his 3rd of the game. I apologize. Okay, Kekich trying to get out of this now. Clutch situation, pitch to Davey. Well, that's going to be a 2-4 left-handed, and it's a ballpark slash with a 1. That's going to score a run. It's a ballpark slash right-handed in Baltimore, and it is 1-11 anyway from both sides. There's your home runs, 1-7 right-handed, 1-2. It's a pretty big place, I guess. But that's going to be a base hit with 1 asteroid for Johnson, and Buford comes home. And it's a merry-go-round, bases loaded, still with 2 outs. And now it is a 3-1 ball game. Big clutch single by Davey. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, it's a reversal. Holy Christ. Oh, it's a reversal. Look at this. Wait a minute. Oh, no, it was a ballpark slash. It was not a clutch. I don't know what I was looking at. I was looking at this. It was 2-4 left-handed. There it is. It was the slash, yeah. The great thing now is with video, we can look at it. Here's Andy now. Andy Etchebarren. Bases full, 2 outs, 1 in, 3-1 Orioles. That's going to be 3-5 left-handed. He walked him. He just walked in a run. And Hal coming out here, talk to him. And that's it. That's it for Kekich. They had their talk. He's coming out. Kekich is coming out now. He pitched 2 2/3. He's the loser of record. He allowed 5 hits. He walked 3, struck out 3, has allowed 4, and is responsible, bases loaded. It is 2 outs. Let's see what they're bringing in here. Fans are waiting. It's going to be Don Nodebart. Don Nodebart is coming in to pitch. He's coming in from the bullpen. This was his final year. His first year was 1960. He was 11-8 in 1963 for the Astros, but didn't pitch much. And this year he pitched 6 innings. I've used him before. I really don't think I should ever use him again. But he was on the Yankees here. A very obscure, to me at least, a very, very obscure ball player. Don Notebart. Notebart comes in, taking his warm-ups now. He is a right-hander, and he will face Chico Salmon with 2 outs, bases full, 2 in already, 4-1 Orioles. Notebart is finishing up his warm-ups. And he's going to try to, they take him out here. Look at that, how Houck takes Kekich out there. Notebart now will face Chico Salmon. 2 outs, bases full still. I guess walking in the run, walking Etchebarren that walked in a run was just a bit enough for Houck. And here's the pitch to Chico from Notebart. That's 1-8. He is right-handed. It's hit deep by Chico. Oh my! It's a grand frickin' slam for Chico Salmon. Oh my! And look at the surprised expression on the face of Don Notebart. Oh, let's look at that again. Can we? Can we look at that again? 1-8. Chico against right-handers. Look at that. Clean as a baby's ass. He had 3 in 91. Oh. 3 of those will be charged to Kekich. It's probably his first home run of the season. We can close Kekich out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 runs. My Lord. And here's Belanger coming up. Let me check Chico on his home runs. Might be his first or second. It is his first. And I think I said he had 3 in real worlds. A very gratifying home run by Chico. And here's Mark Belanger. The good news for the Yankees is nobody's on now. 2 outs, and Belanger at the plate. Here's Notebart. That's 5-8 right-handed. on Notabar, and he struck him out. So that will retire the side. There were 6 runs, including a grand slam home run by Chico Salmon. And they almost batted around. We've gone 3 here at Memorial in Baltimore. It's Birds 8. Yankees 1. And I ate some of those. Swedish meatballs. I don't like to overdo it. I just had one. And I'm going to take a break. When I said I was taking a break earlier, I really didn't take a break then. I'm going to take a little break. It's 8-1. I'm going to try to keep it together and continue this ball game. I'm in Victoria Park here in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. The weather is perfect. This is the Strat-O-Matic Network, and I will be back in just a few. Oh yeah, the weather's perfect, folks. anybody out there? Anybody at all? This is not exactly your usual. Oh, Pablo, glad to hear from you. This is not exactly the usual kind of gaming station. What I find fascinating is that there are so many people, not quite as many as I'd like to see doing live stuff, but there are plenty of people out there doing their thing. Okay, here's Palmer now. 8-1 Orioles, and Dave McDonald will lead it off. Here's McDonald, left-handed hitter. Yankees down by 7 here. 3-9 right-handed struck him out. That's the third for Jim today. You got the 2023 Division Series. Well, it's pretty easy, Pablo, to do a live stream. I'd love you to do it. You gotta. It's really intuitive. It's it's many steps, little steps you got to do that you end up doing without thinking, and you got to do it. Go into your account. There's a plus sign. Click go live. Scheduled for a later date. And there's advanced options. I like to set it to a landscape orientation because there's just too much to show. Here's Kenny now. Get yourself a tripod. You can get them cheap. Or find something to put it on. Here's the pitch to Kenny now. That's 5-6 left-handed, pops it up to second. And Davey is under it, 2-way. And Jake Gibbs. Three-five right-handed, single up the middle. And it's sort of an obligatory thing. We'll have a hitter for Notabar. You know, he was called up. He faced 2 batters. He let up a grand slam, was responsible only for 1 run. And I think we're going to bring somebody else in. Now, if any of you want, because this is a relatively meaningless game, I could bring in an old Hall of Famer from 1911 if you want. You have a gooseneck? Oh, yeah, that'll work. Folks, I could bring in Christy Mathewson. I could bring in Walter Johnson, who was actually not his best year. There's going to be a hitter for Notabard. Let me know if you're going to do it. Let's see who pinch hit here in Real Worlds. Pepitone pinch hit. Now this will be against Palmer. It's such a one-sided game. Sure, what the hell? I'll bring him in now. In Real World, this game was 4-2 Orioles. But, you know, a game like this seems like it's pretty over already. But we'll bring, you know, stranger things have happened. Pepitone hits a 2-run home run here, 2-run home run. it's 8-3, and then there are only 5 out. So Pepitone steps in left-handed. Another left-hander. You'd like to see me to bring in Christie, even though he was on the Giants, the rival Giants. He's with the New York Highlanders at the time. I'll do it. I'll do it for you, man. This game does not matter in the sense that, you know, the Orioles have. I'll do it. Whoa, that went through. And there it goes. There's the die right there. It went through. And it is a 5. It's a 4-9 left-handed. Oh my, it's going to be a double down the line. And this could score Gibbs. Isn't that something? It's a double. First we're going to put it in, then we'll check the roll. Gibbs went to third. Let's see if, you know, isn't that a shame with 2 outs? You got to bring him home. 4-9 left-handed, double to center. Blair a -1. It's Gibbs coming around. 1-12, 2 outs, 1-14, -1 with Blair, 1-13. Here comes Gibbs. And the throw from Blair. And he's safe. And Pepitone goes to third. A clutch. It's pretty self-explanatory that it was Pepitone. I don't need to draw an arrow. And now it is an 8-2 ball game. We'll do a replay on the roll, though, because we have a house rule that it must go through the frickin' tower. And we don't know for sure if it did. We're going to have to look at that again. If it did not go through the tower, it is a re-roll. And we'll bring out the whiteout, and we'll do the other things. So let's look at this again, see if we can catch it. It's not a... Here's the replay now. But, you know, a game like this seems like it's pretty over already. We'll bring Pepitone in. But we'll bring, you know, stranger things have happened. Pepitone hits a 2-run home run here, 2-run home run. This is not slow motion. I bet you there is a way I could set this up for the speed, but I don't like to mess around with that. Where I could slow it down, but maybe I need to get over that. But I do a stop and go motion. Run. It's 8-3, and then there are only 5 outs. Replay was called by Ivamy. So Pepitone steps in left-handed. I was going to do it anyway. Here we go now. You'd like to see me to bring in Christie, even though he was on the Giants, the rival Giants. He's with the New York Highlanders at the time. I'll do it. I'll do it for you, man. This game does not matter in the sense that, you know, the Orioles have. They all went through. We can see that the I don't know if you're seeing here on the bottom, there's the black die. And this was the one, I think, that fell out. Let's just play it back to continue. Okay, let's take it back again. What happened? Pepitone hits a 2-run home run here. Yeah. Home run. He's with the New York Highlanders at the time. I'll do it. Let's do this again, just to make sure. It looked to me like they all went through. This game I was a little late on the in the sense that on the stop. You know, the Orioles have. Okay, I see one black one is coming through right there. Okay. Yeah, they all went through. And that first one is one that flew out. And so it is a home run. It is a double by Pepitone. Gibbs scoring all the way from first. And it's going to be now Horace coming up in real world. Real time, I should say, not real world. Yeah.
What if your technology...
And let's continue this ball game. Okay, here's Horace now. 2 outs, Pepitone on third. Palmer trying to get out of this. Here's the pitch to Horace. That's going to be 1-4 right-handed. And that is a clutch situation, base hit for Horace. Oh, Horace just singled on a clutch situation. Pepitone comes home, another run. It's 8-3 now. Look at that again. It was 2 outs with Pepitone on third, clutch situation. 1-4 right-handed. Look at that. Clutch situation turns into a single, 2 asteroids. And here's Gene Michael now. Horace on first. Looks like he's 1-14 with a lead. Well, he does not get the lead. Not being held. Very complex house rule. Gene Michael now. Okay, Palmer. 1-2 right-handed. Grounds to first. It's going to be Chico. And he's going to take it to the bag. The side is out. But 2 runs for the Yankees off Palmer. Middle of the fourth. It's 8-3. There'll be a new pitcher here. And this is not going to be an easy task, my friends. Because this is my 1911 set. I keep them away. I keep them put away. It takes some doing. Probably the last frickin' team. We'll keep these out so we can put this back. Keep them right there for now. And we're going to pull out the new pitcher here. We said we would do it, and I hope you all don't think I'm not making a mockery. I'm just trying to entertain myself a little bit. This game it has no bearing, let's just put it that way, on anything. So what's happened is a time traveler has arrived, and these are still very crisp. I've got to wet my fingers to get through these people. These are the pennant-winning champions, and it's going to be Christy Mathewson coming in. 26-13. He still lost 13 games, you know. And he had a 1.99 ERA, 37 starts, 307 innings, only 141 strikeouts. But he is Christy Mathewson, and they won the pennant. Lost to the A's, I believe, in the series. And Mathewson is a right-hander, a real popular person he was. Women liked him. He was educated. I think he was from college. He was attractive. Women liked him. And Christy Mathewson will come in to pitch. And it's going to be Jim Palmer. Now, I have a opinion that using a player from a different league, from a different year, doesn't mix with Strat-O-Matic. If you really want statistical accuracy, stay within seasons. Okay? That's what I say. I really believe that. But I make an exception tonight. Here's Mathewson. Pitch to Palmer. 1-5, he grounds to short. Got a piece of it. Michael throws it over to first, one away. Here's Buford now. Buford switch hitter batting left against Mathewson. Christie winds and deals. 1-3 right-handed, grounds it to first. For McDonald, 2 outs. Christie was a legend in New York. He also wrote a book. Of course, I believe it was ghostwritten, but the audio book is on YouTube. Here's the pitch to Blair now. 4-7 right-handed base hit by Blair, his 3rd hit of the ball game. I guess it was kind of dumb to bring Mathewson in, but what the hell, right? That's freaking dumb. His hold is -1. He's a -3. Blair not being held. 17, 14. Here's Robinson now. Exactly. But for fun, it's neat. Yeah, okay. Yeah, sure. I mean, Pablo, absolutely, sure. What the hell, right? It's fantasy anyway. Here's the pitch to Robinson. That's 4-10. Right-handed. That's a ballpark slash. Look at that. Mathewson has a ballpark slash on his card. Right-handed. That's 12 in Baltimore. And that will be a line out to Michael. And the side is retired. So too bad Mathewson couldn't start the game. No runs. Blair got a base hit and was left on. It's 8-3. And here's Palmer trying to hold it on. Have you done any sort of replay or project with your 1911 set, Pablo? Okay, it'll be White, Mercer, and Tepedino. Here's White. The Yankees are down by 5 runs. Here's the pitch to White. God. That's 2-5. And that's going to be a drive hit out deep into the gap and rolling. And White with a triple. White leads off with a triple off Palmer. It was 2-5 right-handed, triple 1-6, a 4. There's White on third to lead it off. Now Mercer. Six, 7 left-handed, walked him. So it's first and third, nobody out. Infield back for Tepedino. The pitch from Palmer. That's 3-7. It's a base hit by Tepedino. White scores. Mercer 2-3. Whoa. Maybe the Yanks are coming back. First the triple, then the walk, then the base hit by Tepedino. And now it's an 8-4 ball game. Draft League. Wow, it fell apart. Was it online? Was it card and dice? I don't mean to make you type, you know. First and third, nobody out. Here's McDonald now. White Sox, Tigers, short. A lot of good Steelers, huh? Card and dice over Zoom. Wow, that's cool. First and third, no outs. Here's Palmer now. And that's 2-7 right-handed. He walked him. Oh, the bases are full for Jerry Kenny. How do you like that? Palmer in trouble here himself now. It was 2-7 right-handed. This is where they can come back, get some. They need some hits here. Jerry Kenny is the batter. You know Mathewson will hit. And his endurance is 3 in relief. Here's Kenny now. Six, 9 left-handed. Oh, it's a base hit by Kenny. Mercer comes home. Oh my. That makes it an 8-5 ball game. Oh my. And that was, let's look at that, 6-9 left-handed, single 1 asteroid. And here comes the pitching coach talking to Palmer. Trying to settle him down here. It's now 8-5 Orioles. And Jake Gibbs is the batter. Now, if you want, I'll hit for Mathewson and I'll bring in Grover Cleveland Alexander. Whatever you want me to do, Pablo. I'll bring in Johnson, whatever the hell you want me to do. Yes. Here comes Gibbs now. Gibbs with a big chance. He knocked in the first run for the Yanks and then singled and scored. Big opportunity here. Palmer trying to settle it down. Oh, you got to go? You take care. Your kiddo. All right. Yeah, family first, folks. Here's the pitch to Gibbs. That's 5-7 left-handed. Grounds to second, X. Whoo! That'll be Davey. And Davey is a 214. That's going to be 6-2. It's a G2 pound. The infield was back. And he is an E14, 6'11", 14. It's going to be a clean G2 with the bases full. Oh my. They're going to force the runner on first. So it was hit to Davey, forcing Gibbs. Another run comes in. And the Yankees will take that for their third run. No fault of Palmer's. It's funny how he can allow 6 runs. It's now only 1 out. And there will be a hitter for Mathewson. Pretty cool to have Christie come in there. Let's see who's going to hit here. See if they even have someone worth hitting. Whoa. Oh, they're gonna get a hitter, all right. I'm putting these away, you know. I'm not messing with these. Whoa, it's going to be Ty Cobb. Who would have thought? Ty Cobb from the 1911 Tigers is coming in to pinch hit. Whoa. All right. Here comes Cobb now. I think I used him once as somebody else and changed it. This is Ty Cobb's card. Okay, 420 hitter. First and third, 1 out. Palmer facing Ty Cobb. Here's the pitch from Palmer. Cobb, a left-handed hitter, 6'9", left-handed. And that is a liner to first. Oh, caught by Chico. Oh, what a pretty catch by Chico. Oh, Lord, on a screaming liner hit by Cobb. It was 6'9", left-handed, single 1 to 8. It was a 9. Okay. And that's only 2 outs now. Here's Horace. He's got a chance. Yankees within 3 now. It's 8. Actually, it's 8 within 2. They've scored 3 runs. It's 8-6. Whoa. 2 outs, first and third. Pitch to Clark. 2-7 right-handed. Base hit. Whoa, Clark with the single. Oh, that's going to be it for Palmer. Whoa. Finally, McDonald scores 5 runs, and I think you're fatigued anyway. And it is now an 8-7 ball game. 4 runs for the Yankees. Big hit by Clark. And that's it for Palmer now. He went all the way in real world. They're well rested. We'll bring Marcelino Lopez in. Might cross up the Yankees a bit. They got a lot of left-handers in there. Lopez a left-hander. He's not that great. That's it for Palmer. He leaves with a winner of record. Kekich still the loser of record. Palmer went 5 2/3. And especially because they have it clinched, they're not going to let him, you know, if he's having an off night. 3, 4, 11 hits. Walked 3. Has allowed 7. Okay. And it's Marcelino Lopez coming in. And here's Lopez now, left-handed hitter. Michael switch hitter batting right here. Yankees now down by 1. Pitch to Michael. That's going to be 2-7, left-handed, pops it up to second. Davey makes the catch, and the side is retired. White will lead off next inning. Whoops. I put that in the wrong spot. That should have went there. 4 runs for the Yankees here in the top of the 5th to make it 8-7. That's pretty big. Karl pinch hit. He lined out. He pinch hit for Mathewson, and there will be a new pitcher coming in for the Yankees. Another time traveler. We have our trusty 1911 set sitting idly by here. And we're going to pull out another great one here. This guy was on the Phillies, and it was his rookie year. His name was Christy Mathewson. If I could find them easily. It's a great set. You know who I'd like to bring in? You know who I'd really like to bring in? One of the greatest pitchers there was when he was healthy. Smokey Joe Wood. Yeah. Smokey Joe is coming in here. I know the history of Joe Wood. His arm went out, and so he became an outfielder. And it was great. Look at him, 2.02. 231 Ks in 277 innings. I don't know who said it, but someone said the only pitcher who was ever better than Wood was Walter Johnson. So here's Wood coming in. Wood will be the 4th pitcher for the Yankees. And here's Brooks now. Here's Wood now. The pitch to Brooks. 3-11 right-handed, grounds it to first. For McDonald, 1 out. Now here's Davy Johnson. Five, and he struck him out. His endurance is 4. Wood and the pitch to Etchebarren. 6-9, and he struck him out. 1, 2, 3 for Joe Wood. With 2 strikeouts, we've gone 5. This is a departure for me, folks. I usually don't do this, but I did it tonight. Wood played for the Red Sox. That's pretty outrageous. 7 runs allowed by Palmer. I'm going to try to get through this inning, and then I'll take a break. It's Marcelino Lopez coming out here. Okay, here's Lopez now. Leading it off, Roy White. White 2 for 3, a double and a triple. Here's the pitch from Lopez. 4-4 switch hitter, batting right, catcher X. Etchebarren 3-3. PP. Popped up. 5-9-11. And he makes the catch. White retired. Here's Mercer now. Yankees down by 1. It looked lost. It was 8 8-1, then it was 8-3, and then they came up with 4 runs, holding the Orioles thanks to pitching from Christy Mathewson and now Smokey Joe Wood. Here's the pitch to Mercer, 4-10 left-handed, ballpark slash. That's a 20, that's gonna be lined left field. To second. And caught by Johnson, 2 away. And here's Tepedino. Tepedino 2 for 4, singled twice, scored twice, and knocked in a run. It's 8-7 Orioles. Here's Lopez. That's 4-7. Left-handed, walked him. So Tepedino draws a base on balls. And here's Dave McDonald again. Dave, 1 for 2, singled and walked. Oh, my balls. Oh, my freaking balls. I'm freaking sore. But for good reason. Okay, here's McDonald now. 2 outs, Tepedino on first. Yankees down by 1 in a very unusual ball game. Here's the pitch from Lopez. That's 2-9 left-handed. Oh, it's lefty-lefty. He struck him out. We had no business. Maybe it was okay letting him hit. And that's the first strikeout for Lopez. The side is retired. And here's Joe Wood now. Smokey Joe. And you can listen to actual audio interview of him by Lawrence Ritter. Smokey starting his second inning of relief here in a time warp, a real time warp here, only because I don't know. Here's Chico Salmon. He hit a grand slam in the Orioles' 6-run third inning. So Smokey Joe on the mound, retired the side in order in his first inning, struck out 2. Here's the pitch to Chico now. 6'10" right-handed, fly ball center X. See if Mercer can get this though. Shit, he's a 4-11. Do it for Smokey. Get to it for Smokey, Bobby. 4-11. He was new to center. 4-11, 17-4. He gets to it, F2. On an E11. Uh-oh, 6-12, 16. Oh, and he boots it. He drops it. Oh, he couldn't get it. Look at that. No fault of... It's an F2 E1. No fault of Smokey. An error by Mercer. And that'll put Chico on first. And here's Belanger now. It's Orioles 8, Yankees 7. And a time traveler, Smokey Joe Wood, from 1911, has made his way back in the future. I think Smokey was still alive, by the way, in '69. I'm not sure exactly of what year he died. Here's Belanger now. He was old. The pitch from Wood now. That's 5-8 right-handed, grounds to second. This could be 2 for Horace now. 5-8. Do it for Smokey, Horace. 216. Do it for Smokey. $216.22. G1, this could be 2. E16, 4-8-10. It's going to be a G1 with a runner on first. A clean G1, and it is a double play. He did it for Smokey. Horace stepped on the bag and then threw it over to McDonald for the double play. And now Smokey, they'll let Lopez hit here. Again, Lopez with 2 outs, nobody on, they're gonna let Marcelino hit. We're doing a different kind of game here tonight, folks. This is not your usual Strat-O-Matic game. And he is a 2 WR. His endurance is 4. He's only pitched 1 1/3. Marcelino, right-handed hitter. He throws left, bats right. Here's Wood now. This should be an easy out. The pitch to Lopez. That's 210. He struck him out. Too bad he wasn't a 1. He would have walked. And that's the third by Smokey Joe. 210. It's going to be no runs. The error by Mercer. And I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll do the top of the 7th, then I'll take a 7th inning stretch. That's what I'll do. It's Marcelino Lopez. Again, the Orioles have completely clinched. They just want to stay in good shape and stay in a groove. They're keeping Marcelino in, and they have agreed to allow for time travel in this game, allowing for the appearances of Christy Mathewson, Smokey Joe Wood, and Ty Cobb, as the Yankees battling back 8-7. I usually don't do things like this. This is the first time, really. I did allow a couple of imaginary players to come in to a couple of my games, but again, they were not consequential. So I hope you won't think that my replay has lost integrity. It's just it's just a little bit of fun on this one evening, okay? And it will be Marcelino coming in, and we're gonna have him bat to the Yankees. The Yankees still down by 1. It almost feels like they're winning when they have all these people in, like Joe Wood. But here's Jerry Kenny. Marcelino Lopez, the wind-up and the pitch to Kenny here. 1-5 left-handed, walked him. So there's your tying run on. And Kenny, if he gets a jump, 1 to 15, Lopez -2, -3. He's got a good move. He'd be a 1 to 12, and then down to a 1 to 10. We're not even going to try, and they're not going to even hold him. In fact, they will hold him. Yes, they will. And here's Jake Gibbs now. He's a deep bunter, unfortunately. Ron Woods is coming in. He's a 183 hitter. There'll be a new catcher. It will be Munson. You may be wondering, why in hell are you bringing in Ron Woods? Well, the answer is very simple, folks. I'll show you in just a moment. He is an A bunter. So Woods comes in, he gets the sign for the bunt. Now we have a house rule. Infield is in, he's a B now. Here's the pitch from Marcelino. Whoa, he lays it down. Oh no, it's a 12B. And that's strike 2. He fouled it off. That means all bets are off and recalibration. It's a 1-ball, 2-strike count on Woods. If he fouls off another bunt, he strikes out. Infield is in. He's a B again. He's going to go for it. Whoa, he lays it down 7, and it's a beauty. Hit right back to Lopez, and his only play is to first. So it's 1 out, and the tying run is on second base. And they're going to have a hitter for Smokey Joe Wood. We had a Woods and a Wood. 2, 3, 4. He pitched 2. No hits. No walks. 3 strikeouts, no runs. We'll see who. First of all, let's see who's coming in and hit here. Put Wood back. You gotta be very, very careful and very particular about doing this. I don't want to be throwing cards all over the fucking place. You know what I'm saying? This is where I keep my 1911 set. Let's see who's going to hit here. And I see that there's action in the bullpen. Oh my. Yankees are getting a lot of time travelers in this game. First of all, it's going to be Grover Cleveland Alexander coming in. It's like a field of dreams. Look at him. This was his rookie year. He's warming. He is a right-hander. And let's see who's going to come in to hit. Whoa! It's Honus Wagner. Holy Christ. And he didn't even have that great a year. He only hit .334. So Honus comes in. It is a time travel fiesta here. Here's Honus now. Marcelino Lopez. With Kenny on second, the tying run, 1 out. Here's the pitch to Wagner. That's 6'10" right-handed. Whoa, it's a slash. It's a ballpark frickin' slash. 1-9. That's a 9. And it's going to be a base hit by Wagner. Honus singles. It's only 1 asteroid. Kenny goes to third. Whoa. It was, wait a minute, 6'10". Wait a minute. 6'10" right-handed. Yes, ballpark slash right-handed 9. And there it was. And that's going to be it for Marcelino. Oh, shit. That's going to be it. Oh. He pitched 1 2/3. Farmer is still the winner of record. Just barely. He allowed no hits, Marcelino. 1 hit, I'm sorry. He walked 2, struck out 1. We don't know how many he's going to allow. The winning run is on first. It's Honus Wagner. It's Kenny on third, 1 out. There's going to be a new pitcher here. Let's see who it's going to be. With Horace Clark due up. Again, Wagner is on. 10-12, he's out trying. Oh, that's a tough call. That's a 1-15 with the new pitcher now. Let's see who's coming in to face Clark. It will be Reichert. Pete Reichert is coming in to try to save the day here. Now Reichert comes in. He has a -5 hold. Oh, well, excuse me. And that'll be the max. Echebarren -1. So Honus will not really think about going. He is... That would give him the lead and make him a 1-15, 1-10, not being held. So he's not going anyway. And Here's Horace, first and third, one out. Reichert on the mound. The infield is back. Here's the pitch to Horace. 6-8, switch hitter batting right, struck him out. And that's 2 down. Now here's Michael, switch hitter. Tying run on third, go ahead on first, Hannes Wagner through time travel. Here's Reichert now. Pitch to Michael. 6-10, switch hitter batting right, grounds to third X. That'll be Brooks. Oh, that's a re-roll. That was a re-roll. Do that whole thing over. There it is, 3-4 Michael, left-handed, grounds to second. And it'll be Davey Johnson to throw it over to Chico Salmon, and the side is retired. The Yankees had a runner in scoring position, 1 out. It was first and third with 1 out. And Reichert came in to turn off the heat. That means Palmer is still the winner of record. Lopez does not allow any runs. Reichert is in, and there's a new pitcher. It's Grover Cleveland, Pete Alexander. Grover Cleveland Alexander in his rookie year from 1911. Named after the president. The ghost of Grover we're going to take a little break. It is 8-7 Orioles. And it'll be the top of the Orioles lineup. I'm Jeffrey Goodeman. This is the Strat-O-Matic Network. I'll be back in just a couple of minutes. Pete Alexander taking his warm-ups after Kekich and Notabart. They brought in the best there is. Mathewson, Wood, now Pete Alexander. And Don Buford will lead it off here. The Orioles have already clinched, so I'm just having a little fun tonight, folks. Okay, here's Buford now. The pitch from Pete, 4-12. Switch hitter batting left, grounds to first X. McDonald to 430. They can't afford this stuff. Yankees down by 1. 430, 3-4 goes through, base hit, S2. E30 now. 4-8-9. And that will be a leadoff single by Buford. Off Pete. So welcome to the 1969 season, Pete. He's got a -1 hold. With Gibbs, he's a -3. Buford not going anywhere. 1-12, 1-. He's not going anywhere. That's a draw with all those chances of outs. Buford not held, not going, not trying to get a lead. Here's Blair now. Pete from the stretch. That's 2-12, right-handed. And oh, it's a re-roll. Hate when that happens. 4-3 right-handed. That's going to be a ballpark slash off Pete. Oh, my. Oh, 4-3 right-handed in Baltimore. It's a 4, and that's going to be a base hit. 2 singles off Pete here, and look at Paul Blair, 4 for 4 today. This is a scrimmage game for the Orioles, and they have consented to time travel where the Yankees would bring back some old legends. And the Yankees did fight back without any pitching. They scored all the runs. Even Cobb pinch hit, but he lined out. It's been the pitching that kept him in the ball game. Let's see if Pete can get out of this. Here's Frank now. They're thinking Pete's not so tough. 6-7 struck him out. Oh, Frank was fooled on that one. And he went down swinging. That's a 1 down now. Infield back for Brooks. Well, I'm sorry, first and second. Never mind that. Brooks 0 for 3. Here's Pete now. 4-9 right-handed walked him. So Pete has loaded the bases here in the bottom of the 7th. And you forget that these people were human. They walk people, they let up hits, you know. There's such legend, you don't think that anything like that would ever happen. I think the same thing about a Koufax, you know. Bases loaded, 1 out. Now it's the infield back. Davey at the plate. Davey, 2-8 right-handed, lines it to first, caught by McDonald. Right at him. He did not have to move. And that's 2-away. And here comes Andy Etchebarren. Pete trying to get out of this. Maybe there's a little trick for Pete. Put 2 on, strike a batter out, walk the bases loaded, get a batter to line out. Here's Etchebarren. Pete, full windup here. And the pitch. 2-7, he flies it to left, shallow, and running in is Roy White to make the catch, and the side is out. Pete gets out of it. No runs, 2 hits, a walk, 3 frickin' left on. We've gone 7, it's 8-7 Baltimore. And here's Rickert. Rickert came in after Wagner's base hit for Marcelino Lopez. This might be his, he might stay in this game. The only thing, you don't want to overuse these people. This is a scrimmage game for the Orioles. They've clinched the division. This is practice. Here's Roy White. Here's the pitch from Rickert. That's 6-7, switch hitter, batting right, grounds to second, X. Johnson, 214. Oh. Johnson, 214. Oh, shit, that did not go through. If you want, we can do, I don't think there's a need for a, that did not go through. I don't think there's even a need for a replay on that. Okay. It's White, and we're doing Johnson, 214. (16-2), that's going to be a G1, E14. 5-9-10, and he throws him out. So White is retired. Here's Mercer now. What a great time it would be for him to unleash one. Mercer facing Rickert. This is lefty-lefty now. Pitch to Mercer. 6-3 left-handed, ballpark slash. That's going to go through left-handed. A base hit by Mercer with 1 out. Not being held, not going for the lead, not going for anything. Close to the bag, and Tepedino, there may be a hitter for Tepedino. Oh my. Oh, there may be a hitter for Tepedino. Oh, Tepedino playing right field today. Who they frickin' have here. It will be Frank Fernandez. Frank Fernandez, and he will stay in and play right field. So we trade a Frank for a Frank. Trying to go on their own merits here, not with the for the hitting. He's a 4-0 E15. He'll play right. And here we go. Pete Rickert facing Frank Fernandez. 1 out, Mercer on first. He is the tying run. Here's Rickert now. 3-4 left-handed. Not being held, grounds to second. Davey steps on the bag and throws it to first, or however you want to score it. Fernandez grounds into an inning-ending double play. And we are middle of the 8th in one of the more bizarre games that I've done. It's Pete now. I've completely sent this game into the realm of absurdity. Here's Chico now. Pete looks in now. He gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Chico now. That's 4-5 right-handed. Oh my, it's a drive. Hit out and home run 1. He has the power, but it is a 16 and it's caught out in left by White. I'll tell you, Pete has gotten hit here today. His share. He walked a batter, allowed 2 singles, now a long fly. Chico already hit a grand slam. And here's Belanger now. All right, Pete. Still no runs allowed by Pete. If you're looking ahead to the top of the 9th, it's going to be McDonald, Kenny, and Gibbs due up. Here's Pete now. That's 2-8. Right-handed, grounds to short. And Michael throws him out. And Rickert will hit. Yes, he will. Oh, shit, yeah, he will. Why not? He, 5, 6, 7 1/3. He pitched 1 2/3. We should hit for him only because they've, but I'm just going to you know what? We will hit for him. I'm so sorry. You wouldn't do that, and part of the absurdity is I'm playing with these guys from 1911, and I'm worried about the fact that Weaver would not overuse Rickards when you've clinched and you're really just sort of timing your team, priming your team for the postseason. And so there'll be a hitter for Reichert. And a new pitcher who has not pitched much because they haven't really needed him. And we're just going to bring him in because he needs the work. We'll let him pitch 1 inning. And hopefully, technically, be eligible for the save in this 1-run ball game. Now, that's 5, 6, 7 1/3. 5, 6, 7 1/3. He ended up pitching 1 2/3. It was 5, 6, 7 1/3. Yeah, he pitched that. We just don't want him overused. We've got to keep some semblance of reality here. Watt will come in and there'll be a hitter here. Even though they're winning 1-0, there'll be a hitter just to let somebody come up and take a swing. Let's see who it might be. Someone maybe we don't use too much with a 1-run lead. I think it'll be Dave May, the left-handed hitter. Sure, we'll bring in Dave May with Watt warming. And here's May. It's not dry enough yet. The pitch from Pete now. Oh, 2-7. And he grounds it to second and the side is retired. And we're heading to the ninth. So Pete did his job. And do up McDonald, Kenny, and Gibbs. Whoa. Let's frickin' see who. See if the Yankees can come back with a run here. I do not see McDonald coming out. It looks like there's going to be a hitter for McDonald. Whoa. Whoa. Oh my goodness. Coming in to hit for Dave McDonald is Napoleon Lajoie. Oh my, and he would stay in to play first, folks. Oh my, oh my. Napoleon Lajoie. What a pick. And you know, he did not get enough attention because I think he was in Cleveland. I don't know why Honus seemed to get, you know, the Lajoie was as good as anybody. He would stay in, hypothetically, to play first. He is a 215. Napoleon Lajoie is such a great that they named the whole goddamn team after him. The Cleveland Naps. Brandon, welcome. The Cleveland Naps. Oh, sorry about that typo there, Brandon. Sorry about that. And it's a D-A-N. Oh, yeah, it's D-A-N. Thank you, sir. Here's Napoleon now. And it's going to be Eddie Watt to save it. He's eligible for the save. Of course, it could be a judgment, but technically. Here's Eddie Watt now. Right-hander facing Napoleon. Napoleon digs in. Here's the pitch now. Via time travel. That's 111 right-handed. He pops it up third base side, foul territory. And Brooks makes the catch, so Napoleon is popped up by Eddie Watt. And now Jerry Kenny is due up. Well, Kenny will hit here. Here comes Kenny now. Mom? What's that about, man? Thanks, Mom. What is that all about? Oh, your mom, because she named you that way? Oh, well, that's fine. It's unique. I'll remember it now. Here's the pitch to Kenny. That's 4-3, left-handed, ballpark blast! Oh, he doesn't have the power. And it doesn't frickin' matter. It's a 20. It's left-handed in Baltimore. It's long and it's caught by Frank Robinson. 2-away. So Yankees, despite the help from Honus Wagner, they didn't get any help from Ty Cobb. The pitching from Christy Mathewson, Smokey Joe Wood, and Pete Alexander, despite all that, they're down to their last out. And Jake Gibbs is the batter. Jake frickin' Gibbs. Oh, I'm sorry. It's not Gibbs. It's Munson. Yeah. Because of Woods came in to hit for Gibbs on that sacrifice. Munson steps in. And they'll let him hit. Here we go now. One to five. I'm sorry, 1-6, 1-5. It's a tie ball game. And he has end power. Here's Watt now. Watt has nothing on his card, though, against right-handers for home runs. Holy cow. He's got nothing. He's got something against the left-hander. Here's the pitch to Munson now. 2-6 right-handed, walked him. So Munson is on. And they're going to have a hitter for Munson. Whoa. He's a 1-11. They can do better than that. And then there'll be a hitter for Pete Alexander. Coming in to run is Bill Robinson. A 1-14 is about the best they got there. So that's another Robinson now on the field. We got Franken right. We got Brooks at third. Now we have Bill. And since it's not a Brooks, we better frickin' write the whole goddamn name. And then there'd be another catcher if they were lucky enough to tie or go ahead here. And that other catcher would be, it's hypothetical, John Ellis. They're fortunate to have, I think, 3 catchers. Four plus 2 E6. But meanwhile, it's Bill Robinson on first. He could come home on a double. Okay, so and due up now is gonna be a hitter for Mathewson. Oh my, this is really getting exciting now. Oh my. This is really frickin' getting nerve-wracking. It really is. They got another time traveler coming in, just one. Just one more. Oh yeah. I can almost remember who it might be. Let me see here. I don't think. It's going to be Sam Crawford, the left-handed hitter, who was a teammate of Cobb's. Holy Christ, look at this. Sam Crawford is coming in to hit. He's a left-handed hitter. Oh my, 378. Lord. And he looks pretty damn good against left-handers too. And they're going to keep Watt in there. They could go with a left-hander if they want. But and that would be Dick. That would be No. Don't tell me they don't have a left. Dick Hall is a right-hander. They're all right-handers. Rickard was the left-hander, and he was taken out. So they're going to go with Watt here. It's going to be Sam Crawford, who played right. Brought to you courtesy of Time Travel. Here, he's coming to the future. And basically, from what I read and hear, is that Crawford and Cobb got along. I guess it was mutual respect, even though I think they didn't particularly like each other that much. You know what I'm saying? And big Sam Crawford stepping in. Believe he's a Hall of Famer. And here's Crawford now facing Watt. 2 outs in the 9th. Yankees down by a run. It's Bill Robinson on first with 2 outs. Whoa. 1-17. Watt is a -2. -3. 1-14. 1-12. It's a draw. They're gonna. He's not going, and he is not being held. Here's Crawford now at the plate. Pitch from Watt. That's 3-6. Oh, he got him to fly it to right. It's high and playable. And Frank Robinson, another Hall of Famer, gets under that, and the ball game is over. So it was a nice try by the Yankees, but no. That was a 3-6 to right field. We'll put Sam away. The ball game is over. The final is Baltimore 8 and New York Yankees 7. A tough loss. A nice workout for, I feel bad for Palmer getting hit so bad. 5, 6, 7, 8 and 1, 5, 6, 7, 8 and a third. 5, 6, 7, 8 and 1/3, 9. I don't know how I got this. I really don't know. It doesn't matter. It's going to be 8-7. I'll figure this out later. I want to say to everybody, thank you for being here. Okay? Thank you so much for being here. And we'll get back to normal next time, okay?